What is going on, everyone? Kit-Katniss here today, and today we are back in Warframe, and today we are doing Banshee. So you guys do love my versus video, so I figured I'd keep going with it. I did do Chroma, I also did Ash last time, so if you guys want to check those out, I'll probably include them in a card above this video. But anyways, guys, so first thing, I do have a new mic, so you guys gotta let me know if it sounds funny or anything at one point. But it shouldn't, because I actually was testing it before this video, before recording this and everything, so it should be okay. But do let me know if it starts sounding funny or something. And the mic is closer to my mouth, so you guys might hear more in the background and everything, but that's totally fine, right? So yeah, guys, so just a reminder, friendly reminder there. So do let me know, especially if I'm streaming and stuff, to let me know if it sounds kind of weird. But yeah, anyways, let's get into it. So obviously, this is my Banshee Prime. And I went with more foresty green colors for her just because. And I also don't have very many green frames, so, you know. So it works. But I'm pretty sure she was my first Prime, actually, now that I think about it. I'm pretty sure she was. But I could be wrong. I mean, she's decent. I wouldn't call her, like, the best frame ever. She's decent. But, I mean, some people do her, so. I mean, play her as their main, so. Nothing against them. But in my personal opinion, she is probably in the good category. She isn't in the great category or the bad category, but she's in the good category. Sorry guys, if I need to scratch my nose. So of course mine is she's very feminine. That's pretty much what I would call her. She's probably the most feminine frame we have. But I don't know. Who do you think is the more feminine, guys? I mean, when you just look at her, she looks more feminine, but just the way they made her and everything, she just looks like she has a dress on and everything. That's what I'm saying. But, alright guys. So as usual, we will test her out using the Silmacorm, which we are in currently. And I did have my Helos Prime on me for a while, so we might have new enemies, we might not, we'll see. But so we are going to clear this, and we'll probably do what we usually do. We'll probably pull out a couple Gunir, a couple Corpus, a couple Infested. So, let's do... Let's do quite a few of these. Let's do, like... let's do 6 of these guys. And then... Oh yeah, see, we got Bursas now, which is good. So we did scan the Bursas, looks like, which is good. Moas. We probably should do a couple Moas. Let's do like 4 of them. And then we'll do some Infested. And we'll just do these guys. How many? We can have 10 of those guys. So maybe we'll do just 5. And then none of those. That will be death. I don't have very many Corpus. Orkin, I mean. Maybe we'll do a couple of these guys. We'll replace... Okay. So we got all 2020 enemies, so let's simulate. Alright guys, so Banshee is the sound frame. So we got her Sonic Boom, which pretty much is a good knock-over ability if you're looking for something like that. It can be deadly though too if you mod it right. Then we got her Sonar, which actually can locate enemies for you, so it's very useful. If you're in like a big map or something, you're trying to find the last enemy or something, that ability is very useful. So as you guys can see on the mini-map, the enemies show up now after I use the sonar, which I mean is what it is. It's pretty much locating enemies. So that's one of her probably most useful abilities. And Sound Boom is just pretty much a wave of sound you put on the ground and it just knocks over enemies. So if you're looking for a quick escape, that is a good ability to use. Alright, and we use sonar, we use the Sound Boom. I think we need more enemies though. So let's respawn everyone again. And her third ability is Silence, which actually I use quite a bit. It kind of causes the enemies to have a pulsating glow like this. It kind of hurts their head. I think that's how I'm understanding it. It kind of makes the world silent, so it kind of hurts them a little bit. As you guys can see, they're struggling. So that's a good... Another ability that buys you time, similar to Sonic Boom. And again, guys, sorry if you hear everything in the background. It is a new mic, so I'm expecting it to catch a lot. I think this mic is a little more sensitive than my last one. Do we really only have this guy left? I don't know. Probably. Okay, we might have to keep spawning in the enemies because I keep killing them pretty easily here. You know what, actually? Okay, so her final ability actually is her strongest. Let's do 3 of these guys, and then we'll just take them out. So her ultimate ability actually is her strongest, like I just said, and it is called Soundquake. And you literally just damage the enemy monetarily. And I've seen, whoops, I fell off. And I've seen a lot of Banshees that are modded so well with that ability that they're actually really easy to kill. They can actually like immediately kill things. So if you mod it right, you can make that ability super badass. I think maybe we should have only done 1 or 2 of them. Oh! I'm having a hell of a time today. Alright, let's do that again, but we're only gonna do 2 of them this time. Okay, we got our maps here. let's go right up to him, see if we can kill him with one sound quake. As you guys can see, it slowly takes damage off of them. And this is really good for big areas. So if you guys are like in a defense or something, this is an awesome ability to use for big areas. And when they're like all into one group, we did it. Alright. So yeah, that is a great crowd control ability if you guys are looking for that. But yeah, guys, so that's pretty much Banshee's abilities. So we got Sound Boom, we got Sonar, which pretty much helps find any enemies that are on the map. And then we got Silence, which is kind of a, of course makes the world silent. And then, sorry guys if I hit my mic by accident. As I was saying, it makes the world silent. And it does hurt the enemies monetarily. It kind of makes them go, oh my god, my head. So that is a good ability to slow them down with. And then we got Soundquake, which is probably her best ability and the best ability to use for crowds. So obviously we saw that her sound boom was really obvious, and every ability she used was pretty obvious. And there was a cool effect to each one. Ooh, I keep trying to fall in the holes here. Apparently, that is my goal today, to fall in holes. Oh my gosh, I am sucking at jumping today, guys. Sorry about that. Alright. So you guys saw that her abilities were pretty obvious when you used them. This is, of course, a Prime Banshee. So we are actually gonna... Sorry guys, gotta itch my side of my cheek here. Swap to my regular Banshee, which actually has her a deluxe skin on her. And these blades are awesome, guys, if you're looking for awesome, sick blades. So yes, this is Banshee's deluxe skin, which I really love. It's really nice. And it's really feminine too, so I would think she's probably the most feminine looking frame, like I said earlier. But if you guys think of it's someone else, then feel free to tell me in the comments. But I think she's probably the most girly. If you look just like at her body, how they made her and everything. She's probably the most girly I've ever seen, so... So off the bat, Banshee Prime, she has better health and shield. However, I believe it looked like both of them actually had similar amount of levels for each one. But Prime Banshee has better. She has 100 more. So that's one difference that you guys can see. But as you guys can see, her shield and her health are pretty much almost even with each other. They're pretty balanced, is what I should say. Which is not a bad thing to have in your frame, so... Alright, so I say we do another one of these and try her Soundquake, see if it's any different from Prime Banshee's. It appears to be taking less damage. I think that's the only thing I'm noticing right off the bat. Not taking off as much damage, but this is regular Banshee. This is not Prime Banshee, so she is weaker, that's for sure. Which is kind of interesting. And she also doesn't have as much energy either. I'm pretty sure I have pretty similar mods on each of my Banshees, so that is kind of interesting. I don't think there's much of an effect as there is on the Prime Banshee, but so let's see her other abilities. So we'll do mostly of these guys. And then let's throw in 3 of those guys, and then we'll add 2 chargers also. Alright, so let's see if there's any obvious differences in their abilities. Yeah, there's a similar effect for both of them, looks like, for their Soundquake. The silence still has the silence, it isn't like, it's pretty much the same, it's just glowing and everything, which is interesting also. And then let's see what sonar does. Yep, pretty much the same effect for each of those. And then we got Sound Boom, which I don't have enough energy for. So we have to go grab some energy then, guys. Yeah, it looks like the regular Banshee's Sound Boom is much smaller than Prime Banshee's, which is kind of interesting. If you looked at the range, like the fan effect of it, it's a little smaller than Banshee Prime's. Okay, I say we kill these guys with our Soundquake if we can. We'll just keep it going for a bit. I'm pretty sure that was our last enemy, though. Yeah, so there isn't much crazy differences for Banshee between her Prime and her regular. Her Sound Boom, it's the area of the Sound Boom is quite smaller on regular Banshee than it is on Prime Banshee, which is kind of interesting. Their health and their shield are just 100 points from each other, so there's not much difference in the shield or the health either. Obviously her shield is higher than her health on both of them. And yeah, so pretty much, in other words, so regular Banshee is definitely weaker than Prime Banshee, is pretty much what we found. Which, there's nothing wrong with that, but so there you go, guys. So there is our little versus on Banshee. So I believe our next frame, I'm gonna have to see, guys. I believe our next frame is, oh yes, it's good old Amber, who is probably one of my most favorite frames. She's in my top 5 for sure. So guys, we get to test out Amber next time. As usual, guys, please leave a like if you enjoyed. And if you want more videos like this one, I'll be more than happy to do more. And yes, let me know how the mic sounds, if it sounds good or if it sounds bad or whatever. Let me know how it sounds and all that. And anyways, guys, thank you for joining me, and I will talk to y'all later.